All right, so we're at it again. Yeah, I've just had a few issues getting my prop firm account all sorted, but not to worry. We're going to just continue looking at these markets and doing what we do, refining the process. Yeah, some interesting evolutions that I'm going to employ um, into this prop firm challenge. I'm going to do a hybrid risk management situation where I'm scaling in. I'm not necessarily just putting my full risk on the table on the first sort of entry confirmation. Yeah, I've developed a structure, a flow that helps me manage positions, the onset of the position and when things are going my way and when they're not. So when to scale in and when to scale out, basically. Yeah, it's a little bit complicated just to get under the tongue. So I'll just refrain from talking about it too much here on stream. And what we'll do is we'll just do a market overview and see what happened yesterday. So yeah, during London, I called that whether if we broke certain highs, we would be expecting to have a run at this topside liquidity. We just definitely created this obvious sell bearish structure during Asia. Made a nice double top, broke structure, made a higher low off the 5-minute 50, continued down, had these break of structures with very little testing. So basically sellers were just enjoying their profits without any sort of recourse. So we then ended up having a bit of a consolidation period here in the middle of the session, and we grabbed a bunch of this buy side liquidity, and then we had another go here at this other liquidity pool here, which was basically from this higher low, which to be honest wouldn't have been the greatest liquidity pool, as that was created quite late in the New York session. But yeah, we had a very obvious change of structure and character here, creating multiple FEGs in this leg here, making this lower high, creating a triple top here. I mean, it was very inevitable that this was going to get taken out, there was no liquidity grabs on this whole move Asia, so that showed us that Asia was basically just building positions up, building liquidity for London to do its thing. And so we had this nice strong FEG, and we had a really great entry opportunity here. Basically there's a lot of protection. We're under our stop could be below this swing low, below the 15-minute 200, the 5-minute 200, a nice FEG pull up and pull here, so great opportunity to enter, and with a whole bunch of liquidity in the direction of the trade. So this would have been a very obvious and very easy trade to capitalize on, making at least 42 pips, and again, like, there's multiple take profits here, these liquidity pools, and of course the 21 daily. The only time that the buyers really got tested here, with any person getting a little greedy on this 1 hour 200, would have been tested twice. But we just had this really nice trend structure here, had our pullback occur off the 21 daily, which was kind of expected. Early sellers looking for a pullback in this move got wicked out, so yeah, just showing some market maker strength there. And yeah, in terms of this area here, we had our first FEG created off the 50 EMA, and then we proceeded to take out those early buyers keen to get in on the action, with this little reach into the liquidity pool there. And then we continued up, and we found a bit of consolidation leading into New York. New York had some news which sent an uncorrelated move with Dixie. I think Dixie also crashed in this moment here. We had Dixie kind of cruising up, but nothing crazy. it's actually quite, no, Dixie definitely had a little bit of a bull run there, correlation. So yeah, interesting to notice. What I'm noticing is that basically when the session is in a building liquidity phase, like Asia was here, we had negative correlation with Dixie. Look, I mean, Dixie is negatively correlated, but basically there was a lacking correlation. We had both of them positively correlated, so they were both in bearish structure, which is very unusual. And Dixie wasn't moving that much, and we were getting quite a bit of movement here. When we get into these dead zones, I've noticed that this is the type of sort of market environment that I'm facing here, where these EMAs are tightly grouped together. You get a lot of anomalies in price action, making it hard to trade. But there was still very much opportunities here, and some of the reflections and takeaways from yesterday is acknowledging that basically if sellers aren't getting tested, if we're having double tops that aren't getting wicked out before going down below, you can be quite confident that the structure is just going to continue building positions. So there are scalps on these breakup structures, or you could confidently leave enough space for a possible short-term wick to just make a couple pips on the downside. And I think, I'm tempted to get in on those situations. But what I'll do is I'll definitely scale down so that my stops can just leave enough room for any cheeky little liquidity grabs. But that definitely showed that it wanted to come down lower. There wasn't too much liquidity that was en route. So the only next liquidity pools were quite far down, so we could have comfortably moved here, knowing that the only way that a reversal would occur would be a consolidation and up, or reaching all the way down to this liquidity area. So that would give us more than enough time to react and to take some profit, or at least manage the trade so that we could not be exposed. So I mean, we built up this liquidity here, and we totally took out any buyers that were getting involved, and we just created so much juicy liquidity above that this move just became incredibly obvious. Double top there, or triple top there, and of course this high from yesterday's New York, which was also a double top. So we just had numerous reasons to be heading up. And that's what the market did. So what do we do in today's trading session after we've reviewed yesterday's? Well, we obviously had this big leg down, and it's been very much an overextension imbalance. So if we look on the 15-minute, 1 hour, it's created a giant FEG coming down here. FEG here, right? And FEG here, and again, this is the 1 hour. So the 4 hour is going to show us that an enormous FEG was created. 15 minutes was kind of efficient on the 15 minute, to be honest. Very efficient. So there's a chance that we could be retracing into this area, balancing out before heading down. And I mean, what are the market makers' intentions in such an environment? How are they going to profit from traders' interest to be getting bearish? This is obviously quite a confirmed bearish move. We've got more news coming in during New York today, so there might be a lot of skepticism in the market or whatever, but a bullish leg like this definitely is enticing sellers to join the move. So we would have had quite a few sellers trying to get in on this pullback to the 5-minute 50 as well as the previous day low. That was an obvious and juicy move to get in. We can see just at the end of the day, a lot of people got out of their positions. So there's a lot of gravity moving us towards this lower high here before we move down, but we've also started to create some buying pressure here, although we did take out some liquidity of these early buyers that got in. So there's definitely more reason for us to trend up, accumulate up here before moving down if we are bearish, and basically create these false lower highs on the higher time frame to be taking advantage of traders with. So that's definitely something to watch out for. Be careful on shorting the market, because there's all of this imbalance that it can move comfortably up into. Obviously, we've got our 5-minute 200, our 15-minute 200, and a 1-hour 200 that are nice and fanned out. These are good trading conditions for me. There's a lot of easy movement in the market towards resistance levels. Like as we've seen here, there's going to be very little resistance up here apart from these EMAs. But even just scalping between the EMAs, you're looking at 40 pips from the 5-minute 50, 40 pips for pretty much most of those movements. So we've had a little bearish structure coming down into the 5-minute 50, and we found strength in the 5-minute 50. 5-minute 50 in the open is very telling for me of what the market direction might be. Right now, it's showing us that we are going to be creating a narrative, a bullish narrative here. So we're obviously, with a tight little consolidation over there, that's created a bit of exposure if we create an impulse above. But again, for what makes sense for Asia right now is to build some bullish structure, create some false narratives, and take out over aggressive sellers. Is there a likelihood that the sellers could gain control of the market a little earlier and shoot for these lows? Absolutely. Obviously, if we break these lows, we are going places. I did mark off where these next areas of interest are. We got 2005, and right now we are at a level of support and resistance. So I'm just going to get that level on this chart here. Yeah, it's already here. So yeah, I mean that's a significant move from where we're at. Either way, there's a big sell side trade to be taken at some point today, but you're just gonna have to be incredibly sharp to grab that opportunity, as you're gonna get baited hard. So yeah, we're now reaching for the skies. Definitely going to take out any early sellers here from pre-market. And yeah, I'm very confident that we're going to be moving up. If I come into this a little earlier with my analysis, I think I would have loaded a position in with a nice comfortable stop below here, because I've got quite a strong bullish sentiment for the Asia session here. Okay, let's just see what else is going on. See if Dixie's got anything that might prohibit some movement. So okay, so Dixie could basically, if Dixie pulls, Dixie's got quite a bit of room to pull back to this 15-minute 200. So that's an interesting area that we would need to watch out for on our buys, is that when we hit this compression zone here with the 5-minute 50 and the 200 5-minute, that there's likely going to be a nice retracement there. So we're definitely going to use our correlated indicator here to observe when that might be. Yeah, let's take a little look-see on the 10-second chart. Nice, we've got a nice reaction off the 9 EMA. I made a new high, so that, we could be bouncing off that 9 EMA. A little slow to the go here this morning, but not to worry. We can just watch this guy play out now. We've got 2 minutes to the 5-minute close. And we're also closing off 15 roundabout now. So let's just see what these larger time frame candles are saying. Around on this FEG created on the open. just at that level there, 2014, 2021. Okay, there's our little pullback. Are there any areas here that I would be interested in finding value? Let's take a look. So I'm expecting very much a reach up into this liquidity, and that's 40-50 pips. So that does give us quite a bit of room to leave quite a large stop on the go. That's still a 2-to-1 trade if we enter somewhere down there, and that would be in the golden zone for a fib retracement. We haven't tested this high just yet. We're now just going to be finding a little bit of rest in momentum here. Let's see how things are reacting on the 10-second. Bands here on this 10-second chart. A lot of suppression here, and you can see that when this ribbon flipped, we got a lot of momentum. So this would have been a good trading opportunity here on this momentum flip, because that would have been the prime time entry there, and a second opportunity to get in here, because just got a lot of protection below all these EMAs. If we've got a bullish sentiment and we've just flipped bullish, that would have been a nice entry. Yeah, I mean, in terms of entries from here, I mean, 24 EMA is probably as good as we're going to get on the 1 minute. We just need to encounter some resistance in order for price action to reach that sort of level, and still quite a ways away from resistance. But what we could do is obviously, let's see, we're going to be making this 15-minute low wick right now. Let's see how this wick shows up. That's a 5 minutes. Oof, and we created a huge FEG here, so this is going to give us a nice opportunity. If we get to this level here, I'm going to enter. So market pending. If we get to the 24, I'm entering. So what I've done here is I have a market pending order sitting somewhere around here. And this is based on this lower wick. We might be done with this lower wick. Let's see if it gets another. Yeah, it's getting another leg down. Okay, if it's going to cruise up, it's going to do so efficiently, apparently. I'm kind of finding a bit of resistance here. I'm going to open the trade here anyway. We just got one small position on. Nice and protected, small position, nice stop there. Let's just take a little look-see here in terms of where we would want our stop. Yeah, we want to stop around 213. So you've got two layers. Always want two layers of protection with my first entry. The one being an EMA, the other being a swing low, and then we can totally leave enough room for liquidity. Okay, we're still making this pullback on the 15. We're just about finishing on the 5 minutes, which has had a bit of an engulfing. So let's see. This is making a bit of a double top situation here. Oh, so it's got a nice reach down. This is definitely creating a nice opportunity for buyers to get into the marketplace. Yeah. And I think we're just efficiently dealing with this 15-minute candle. Because that was a huge FVG that was there. Getting a lot smaller now. So 5 minute closed, quite strong bearish. We're at this cluster on the micro EMA. So let's just take a look here on the 10 second. See here we're getting volume in. So basically we can enter a second position once this gets confirmed. So what we wanted to see is break above these microstructures, break above this level here. And then we'll be able to move our stop below there, both stops. That's a confirmation right there. Resistance at this low, high, low. There it is. So we got our second position in. That's nice. We see a rejection of this pullback here. We don't want to see it break these lows here. This structure could be interesting here. If we fail to break this high, I might look at taking off half. Okay, our current layer protection is going to be pips around there. If we break this high, then we can move our stop there. If we break this high, that gives us confirmation to add another position. This is rejecting this high here, so we might need a close half. Just going to keep an eye on this. It's wedging up, it's showing that it wants to continue up. Right, let me just organize these charts so they're not so sketchy for you guys. I'll just have okay, so we've broken that high. So we can move our stop here to 2015 602. So risk is coming off the table, which is great, which means we also are going to free up possibilities of adding more positions. The 15-minute candle here is proving to be very juicy. Look at this candle. Huge bottom wick, just flipping bullish. So yeah, that's a really strong candle. We've got 2 minutes left and not 15. Just gonna keep an eye on that one. Oof, and we've just flipped. We're going to see quite a lot of volume come into the market here, and I'm well positioned for that. So I just got to look at my next layer of confluence, and we're going to look at take profit area 1. So let's just go to 1 minute here. These recent highs. Now we could look to take some profit here. And then this is my second take profit. Yeah, we don't want to see a double top here at all. So I might totally just take the risk off the table here. That's a big rejection. Oh, okay, I mean, we're closing this 15-minute candle, so yeah, let's just leave some room for this candle to close. Let's see how it closes. Okay, this gray area is, larger time frame area of interest, so it's natural we might be finding a little bit of funny action around here. 5 seconds. Is this candle really going to hold up like that? I'm confident, to be honest. This is worth loading up another position on this. It's a really nice value entry here for a third. And obviously we just that candle was just getting a bit out of hand, I think. 15-minute candle. I have to calm it down a little bit. Let's see if it follows through. It's an interesting area to be. Oh, is this the close of the hour? Hello? Hello? Let's see what that hour candle looked like. Wow. So that hour candle was closing really bullish, and then now it's totally changed its agenda. This is probably the bottom wick of the hour candle, so we've got to hold our stops and hold our position to see if we can get through this hour. Yeah, I mean, it's interesting. It's definitely like on the close of the 15th. That's, you know, if we're trading around that area, then that's the candle that we need to be looking at. The opening and closing on the 15th. And when we close an hour, we need to look at the opening and closing of these hours. And the same goes with the 5 minutes. So obviously we're doing those 5-minute intervals for the first 10 minutes of each 15-minute interval. It's really a 5-minute and 15-minute game. Let's see, we need this candle to flip bullish. Yeah, 2.5 minutes in, haven't managed to follow through too much. That's quite positive. 10-second structure showing that we're looking to make lower lows right now. Reaching. We might be looking to try and take some of this side out, double top, complex pullback. It's all happening at the end of the hour though, so holding fast. Say let's hold fast in the drawdown. There's good reason for drawdown right now. These hour wicks, I mean, on average, look, these have been, what was that, 43 pips for that hour wick? No, okay, 10 pips for that hour wick. 9 pips. So this hour wick would be 5 pips. There you go. Okay, so the structure's been bearish on the 10-second for a minute now. We're testing that structure. It's continuing. It's making another low. Okay, so it's still bearish. That's getting rejected right now. Let's take a look at this 10-second chart. I'll show you guys what I'm watching. So we'll be able to see when this 1 hour low wick finishes. Could we have made a top wick? That's the 15 minutes. It's a very small top wick. Yeah, I still believe we're making the bottom wick here on this hour candle. nice FEG created here. Definitely showing that there was going to be a strong pivot for a minute. Go back to the 10-second. We've got this exponential slowing of down, showing us that we really do want to end this complex pullback now. I'm just going to get this out the way so I can see price action properly. Yeah. Breaking below this this ribbon here, you know, would not be good for us. So our stop is quite well placed. And again, we could reach into this liquidity as we're so close to it before heading up. Because, you know, we made an impulse leg, lower high. We break this high again, or we flip this candle bullish on the hour. What is that level at? 2016, 445, 2016. Seeing structures changing on the 10-second. That wick's beginning to tuck its little ass in. We've had our first little change of character on the 10-second. There it is. This candle's flipping bullish. Yeah. Okay, let's see the volume come in now that it's flipped bullish. Let's see what happens. This is the 1 minute chart. Yeah, we're getting nice volume. Let's see how it handles this fair value gap on the 1 minute on the sell side. Nice. 2017 417, so it's obviously, yeah, this high here is the high of interest. I'm happy with my positions, you know, we're pretty loaded up. We've got 2 positions on. Got to weather the storms of those bottom wicks for sure, and my stop is appropriately placed. Let's see how it manages to keep cruising. Let's go. We really want to see some strong follow through at this point. We don't want to see a triple top here or a lower high. So let's watch structure on the 10 seconds. So yeah, we've got room to pull back for a lower high here. A lot more buyers in the market. That complex pullback. We had a nice strong leg here. Let's see how the buyers follow through on that leg. Okay, so now that hour's closed, the 15's also flipped bullish. 5 minutes is now engulfing on the buy side. 10-second is looking to have made its lower high. No, looking to reach a little lower. Nope. Yes, nope, yes, nope. Big fair value gap created here off this move, so that does create another entry opportunity for buyers. Boom, get tagged in here. Wow. Nice. Oh. Interesting price action here. Clear pivot point, close on the 5. Creating liquidity above. Particularly bearish move. Lower highs, lower highs, lower highs. And we've got this liquidity above here. So there is nice bearish story getting told by holding this trade off from continuing in a haste upwards. But could also fundamentally be showing that the bears are in control. So let's just keep an eye on things here. We really don't want to be breaking lower than this this low right now. I want to see follow through. What is this hour candle? We flip bearish again? No, still bullish on the hourly. $20.16 426. Cruise below there. Yeah, so look, we're getting, and that's rejecting the 1 hour candle flip at this level here. So yeah, I'm gonna protect this position because we are getting some, not exactly getting volume follow through here. So I'm gonna just put like 3 pips below this area. 2015 486. Okay, now the thing that I said I needed to watch out for, which was Dixie hitting the 15-minute. So I've got to be really cautious here. There could be a lot of buying stepping in with Dixie hitting this. So what we're going to do, we're getting a nice push up here, which is going to help protect our position, but yeah, like I said, I want to be really cautious with this correlated EMA. Look, there'll be significant resistance here. So yeah, I'm gonna just move my stops to 0 to break even. If we get the move here, we get the move. If not, all good. So let's see how Dixie handles. Yeah, we've got a 5-minute 50 and a 15-minute 200 bounce on Dixie happening at the same time. We still got bearish structure here, so you know that's obviously going to get tested around here. Just put a little alert before that region. Let's see if this might be all she wrote. Definitely going to take some volume to be pushing below the 15-minute 200 if we're bullish on the dollar right now. So yeah, if we get stopped here, I mean this could be a really nice sell opportunity, to be honest. We've got 2 pips in profit. Not really worth exiting at all. But we're gonna get we're gonna be break even here. Close to break even. I was hoping that yeah, gold sellers would take a bit more advantage of that move on the pullback to the 15-minute 200. So our break even, I think we managed that trade quite well. I do think right now we're gonna have a little bit of a pullback. How far we're gonna pull back is the question. But that's a lot of significant lows here, and we did create this 15-minute fair value gap here. So I might be entering a sell here. We're just closing this 15. Can't really faff too much on the decision here. 15 closes a doji. We've got liquidity above, so if we're going to enter on a sell here, we need to be here with a stop above this liquidity at the 17 pip region. This liquidity below is 20 pips. It's a 1 to 3 at that point. Are we going to be testing these lows on a bounce? Possibly indeed. So what we'll do is we'll just enter one position here on the sell side. Stop above there, and we'll see how things react. So our little fishing position is in. Yeah, I mean, to get down to these lows, it's a 3-to-1 trade opportunity, so that's pretty good. This trade decision here is really based on looking to see quite a strong reaction of Dixie. So I've just noticed I've got my old indicator on there. Let's just sort that out quickly. We haven't quite connected with the 15-minute 200 just yet. So, you know, we could weather a little bit of a storm before that actually happens. $20.18.309. Is that where the stop is? Nope. We're flipping this ribbon, yeah. This is the last little wall protection. We break and close above here. It's going to show continuation on the Dixie side. We had a gap up on the open there. Bullish sentiment for Dixie for sure. Dollar steady near 6-week highs ahead of US GDP. Eyes on ECB meeting. Corn rallies through midweek despite ethanol slump. Stocks climb on positive earnings. Economic data yields rise. So peeps are bullish on the dollar. Yeah, I mean, it would be interesting to see that we are unable to get up into even this liquidity area. It showed quite a bearish sentiment indeed. So there's a chance we could just be making our way lower. Right now we're in a bit of a indecision. Obviously there was intention, desires to try and reach up and grab liquidity, which is now getting prevented by this 15-minute 200 bounce. No changes of character just yet. When, you know, right now in terms of how things are aligning, look, so that structure totally changed on the 10-second. flipped bearish as soon as we tapped into that correlated EMA. Let's just get this one. Oh, I just want to put this on my 10-second here. Tested it just yet. Bearish structure slowing down here. Let's see if we break these lows. Good. We might find we're moving away on the Dixie, right? Again, that's the important high to break to confirm our move here. So yeah, I guess if we break this high, I'm interested in putting another position on. Yeah, I mean, I think I did pretty good to mitigate risk on the table, yeah, by getting out of that position at break even. Okay, getting a little bullish. So we got a rejection of lower lows there. So that, like, we're kind of getting rejected here. Look, we've got this squeeze. Probably gonna make another leg down. We're at break even here. I'm just going to close the trade here at break even and wait for an absolute bounce. So I didn't see volume running in the other direction, and right now not enough like confluence for me to feel super stoked on holding that trade through what will be another leg, and that just proved to be good timing. We wicked up. Look at that, bam, wicked up, and then got rejected. So peeps are getting involved there. Well, what does this look like? Consolidation. Total sideways movement here. Let's just see what the point of control. So that's where it just got rejected off. So we're still on the bearish move here, holding the line, keeping things bearish. Take that out there. So our first hour is here. We've basically yeah, we're trading within the first hour. It's still a bullish overall sentiment for this session. We're not racing out of the premium of this first hour, showing that there's still buyers keen to take this higher, but I think they're just going to get hung up on Dixie here. I don't think Dixie's going to be able to break this low. I mean, you never know. A lot of bullish sentiment on Dixie right now, and we've just had a complex pullback that's reached quite deep. The bulls on Dixie are going to start seeing value soon, for sure. They're going to be wanting to get in on this big move. So I really want to see how price reacts to this level. If we get very clean rejections on this level, I'm definitely gonna go short on gold. But right now we're kind of stuck in a range, so we're accumulating before some move. And again, because there's bearish sentiment, if we get caught in consolidations right now, we are getting primed for some wickage to take out sellers. So we've definitely just got a bull flag here. breaking to the upside. Take this straight off here. This fair value gap's held but failed to find volume to support it lower. It's now, its integrity is getting broken. We are entering a bit of a Bollinger Band squeeze, meaning that there's going to be a breakout at some point here. When is it likely to occur? Well, maybe the 30-minute candle. Should we take a look at what the 30-minute's saying here? 4 minutes to the 30 close, closing bullish, but failed to recruit this top wick here on the 30. Isn't that interesting? So 15, what we got on the 15? Yeah, we're seeing that flag. Oh. Yeah, this pullback's starting to find weakness. It's starting to look a little slumpy. Might be retesting these lows. Five minutes just looking like seller's liquidity wants to get ripped. Nixie's struggling to pull all the way back to the 15-minute 200. Wow, if we break this level without tapping into this liquidity here, just super bullish. So there's a lot of things that could happen showing us really bullish situations here. Could there be a liquidity grab play on the sell side? I wouldn't say there's too much liquidity over here. Again, it's got quite a lot of stuff to get through to get this liquidity at the top. It's got 40 pips in Asia to reach. It's got to get through a 5-minute 200. It's got to break down below the 5-minute 200 and 50-minute 200 on Dixie. There's just a lot of resistance up in here. But anything's possible. Yeah, I think if it did take this liquidity, it would be very quick in and out. So yeah, we can trade if there's like a sharp reaction out of this area. I'd be interested short. But yeah, trading longs into this area, risky. Not interested anymore. Is there any other interested place I'd be interested in longs where the bulls would start to think, okay, maybe we got a little bit more of a pullback. I mean, yeah, if we break below these EMAs here and find a nice pullback to the 1 hour 200, just not going to be considering that before breaking the 5-minute 200, and doing it with some gusto. Doing it slowly won't be any good. Five-minute flipping bullish on the last minute of this candle. Still a bit of a doji candle right here. Closing the 15-minute as well, and again just looking super weak on the buy side now. Big leg, very weak second leg, and struggling to make new highs on a third leg. So yeah, I mean this low of this candle is going to, could show significant weakness coming down. Where's the low on the 5-minute going to show us weakness? 2015 846. 30-minute. Is there a low on the 30-minute showing us weakness? 2015 930. 5 minutes. Yeah, I mean, that's definitely a confirmation layer for bearish sentiments, that this little push up is just struggling. So I like this layer, I like this level here. It's correlated on all of the time frames. Okay, so we just closed 15. We're at 9:30, so we also just closed the 30. What that 30 look like? Doji. Okay, we're on the first few minutes of the 30. We're making a top wick for sure. A bottom wick was made already. Interesting. But it might be racing up. Okay, we've just flipped bearish on the 30. Oh, this consolidation is getting tight. Boom, bullish. Breaker structure. Low high. It's looking like it's wanting to come lower now. We've made our top wick on the 30. Pivot zone, wants to try and make a bigger wick maybe. Got a nice wick below. Dixie's coming down. We're definitely within spread range now of this of these EMAs, and as you can see, we're starting to get sideways action. We got reach into the 50, reject, reach, reject, reach, reject. So that's 3. When this sort of like pacing starts to slow down, we can begin to, yeah. And also when it disappears like this, when it starts to actually leave the viewpoint area, we can start to have confidence that this thing is getting bounced. So we're making that lower low right now. All these candles have flipped on the 5 minute, 15, 30. Top wick formed. What about the 5 minutes? Tight doji. Broke the low. Again, this is our level right here. 2015, 2016 practically. Where's 2016 here? 2016 is right above the 5 minute 50. So what we could do is, if we get a nice fair value gap just before, we enter before, and we really manage a tight stop at the 5 minute 50 in case we get another leg up. So yeah, let's use the 1 minute chart to see if we create an imbalance here out of this squeeze. Tight squeeze, tight Bollinger Band squeeze for sure. So breakout, ooh, inevitable. Welcome to my Facebook page, internet. I'm gonna check my stream in case there's people talking. I'm not checking out the chat. We'll definitely celebrate the first randomer who happens to step in and say hello. I'm not checking out the chat. Celebrate the first Take a nice deep breath. My brain power is feeling a little woosah. I'll be back. We might be getting our breakout at this point. Let's see if we create a fair value gap on this 1 minute. Yeah, I'm interested in bearish fair value gaps right now. Breaking that exponential low, we still want to see close above that really. Where are we at in terms of candle closures? 1 minute to close the 5 minutes, so this 5 minute close quite very bearish. Top wick getting formed right now. I'm gonna enter on a bottom wick. So we're just going to get our first fishing position in. Let's look at the 1 minute chart. We did create a nice FBG here. So we got our first fishing position in. Stop is just above this area here in case we go fishing for some liquidity before making a move. But yeah, we're looking quite bullish on Dixie. We're just having a break, change of character here. Let's see how well this thing holds up. Flipping bearish on the 1 hour. Nice top wick. Flipping bearish on the 1 hour. So 1 hour just flip bearish. 30 minutes, what did we get? Yeah, we're reaching down. We want to see a break of this low to confirm. We break this low, I'm going to be able to put a second position in on. 15 minutes making a bit of engulfing. Still got some room to go here. 5 minute made a no wick reach down rejection. So I really want to see how things are reacting to these Bollinger Bands here. I've got this trend line that it's respecting currently. I failed to break to make a change of character here. See where the lower high gets created. Continuing, we're getting a push, big push. Okay, so again, like our entrance here, we've made that break of that low. With 3 pips in profit here. We just need to look out for our second position entry. Had a nice confirmation here. Yeah, there wasn't a layer 2 stop for my first position, just layer 1. So yeah, let's just Dixie breaking that high, great. That's the significant one. To be honest, we've just had the significant one. We've just closed above this ribbon here. So the only thing that we're interested in right now is just looking to load up on our second entry, as well as just navigating this this 50 EMA response. This is big. We don't want to see a big reaction of the 50 EMA. We want to see some reaction, nothing crazy. So what we could do is we could just get a market pending order here for somewhere around there. Above there for our second position. So yeah, if we pull back into that area, I'll be happy to get in again. Let's see if we get a little bounce off the 50. We're just moving. In terms of 10 seconds, it looks like we broke through, and then now we've just found support. So this support's turned resistance, and we're continuing lower. So still no chance for a second position. Let's see where this next area of interest might be for a second position. We'll keep that sell limit order open. Let's look at target. So this is going to be TP1 for sure. Somewhere in this liquidity area. How many pips would that be for my entrance? 20 pips. Yeah, we definitely are keen to close half at that area. Dixies are making that significant change of character, And just where I said the volume would kick in, it did. So a testament to my technical analysis. Got to give props where it's due. Look at this FEG created on the 15. This candle's just started. So let's actually look any 5-minute FEGs. Yeah, so there's going to be another entrance opportunity here. This is a big FEG created with the 5-minute. Let's see how this pullback handles itself. It's going to pull back eventually. The question is now, where's our value entries for second position here? There's a nice fair value gap on the 1 minute. We can link these two fair value gaps, part of my strategy. So our market pending now can come up to the 50 EMA. So pending is at the 50 EMA for our next position here. And does that correlate to? Yeah, I want to make it just a little bit below the 50 EMA so that. Move. Might be leaving us behind, not to worry. Got a position in. 30-minute candles looking beefy. Ka-chank. Like this 15-minute candle. I mean, if this doji holds for the whole 15 minutes, it's very likely that we'll come in. In here 5 minutes. we still haven't flipped the candle, still making top wick. Okay, it's coming closer to my entry point. This is good. Let's see what 1 minute 10-second structure is showing. So we've shown that this leg now is on a complex pullback, broken that structure. The question is, how much of a pullback will we get out of this thing? Will we manage to get to our position? We're very close. Our entrance is at 2015.5, something like that. Yeah, we're somewhere around here for a second entry. So let's see. I mean, complex pullback only makes one leg and then continues and then breaks structure. I mean, that's also a possible entry if we just continue to break. That's going to show a lot of bear strength. So what we're going to do is just keep the most poignant candlestick, which would be, we're in the last quarter of this hour. So the hourly is quite essential, which basically means we're going to have an hourly top wick to deal with soon. That hourly top wick might tag us in. We're also going to be closing on the 30, so we're going to be dealing with the 30 top wick. But we're looking right now to make lower lows. We're currently 10 pips in profit. Yeah, I mean, what is the likelihood of us retracing all the way back above the 50 EMA to where my entrance is on this? It's very low. And if if it does that. Okay, we're struggling to break, change of character on Dixie. Okay, it's continuing now. So this is the 5 minutes. We've got still 2 5-minute candles to get through in order to reach the end of the hour. Okay, we started making a bearish structure. We made a lower high. This is going to break through. I might make another market pending here. If we break through just before the hourly close, I mean, we've still got 10 minutes. We could totally make a steep leg before that happens. So I'm just gonna say, okay, let's say my market pending is here. I'm not used to trading breakup structures, so I'm trying to figure out how to do that. What you want to do is you want to make sure you're not within spread distance of these lower wicks here, but you want to make sure that you're taken in with the sell limit, so that you're not also just getting whacked on spread when market makes a big move. So nice rejections cooking here. Nice. Okay, so we're gonna make our pullback. The question is whether or not I withhold myself on this market pending to analyze the top wick of the hour to then enter. I still think a market pending order here below the 50 EMA is a high value entry. Yeah, I mean, if I take profit now for this first position, or at least half of the profit, I'll be able to bid both stops above there and be sort of risk-free with the charts set up. So, look at this. We're struggling to break these highs. This tight consolidation showing a lot of weakness in the marketplace here. This thing wants to break lower. We're going to do it for sure. Sellers are not letting this retrace. Although on Dixie right now, we're making a little bit of a pullback. That change of character was not very strong. So we could definitely see a little pullback here. This is the 5 minute. The 5 minutes still got a minute here. We're making a tight doji, looking to which we flipped. Okay, the 15 minutes also we had a flip with the top wick. 6 minutes left to close on the hour. This hour is still looking very bearish, strong bearish. What about the 30 minutes? But then, okay, so we broke low, I think. Look at that schlick. Wow. I mean, you can enter a position here with a very minimal stop above there. The truth is, just like if this thing breaks below, what you want to do is be entering up here, not at the break level. Boom. Struggling to make this low. It really wants to make a pullback. And I think what market maker side of things, before this move moves down, it would want to accumulate a little bit before, because again, I mean, we break this low, we could be testing the lows of yesterday, which is a significant move. That's 40 pips. So, okay, Dixie's showing here. I mean, if we break below here, we're going to get quite a steep pullback. So the question is whether I close this position at 10 pips, my first position, and then look to load up next position. Yeah, I mean, it doesn't make sense that I have any exposure right now, to be honest. I mean, I'm gonna just move my stops to above there. I mean, look, I've got to have stops big enough to endure this top wick. Are we gonna get a 10 pip top wick? Unlikely. We're making our complex pullback now. We've broken the 9 EMA. That was where the second leg came from. We're looking to get tagged in our second position. We're now at 7 pips profit. So I'm gonna write here this time period 9:56. Just to review other options of how I could have managed this position. 1956. Sellers getting involved again. Oof. So again, you know, that would have been our entry to get. I mean, I said that would be the place to do it. Now we've definitely broken below, but let's see. We've got 3 minutes to the hour close. I think it's worthy of me just getting, yeah, I think basically I will close even the full position, because TP1 is 20 pips, you know. I'll happily take the 20 pips off this move, and there will be more to be made on it. We're at 12 pips right now. It's 3 minutes left to go here. Expecting a complex pullback. Is that going to happen now? It's going to reach a little bit further. Let's look at the candles. Oof, we're coming down here. This is the 30 minutes. 15 minutes looking strong. 5 minutes. Getting a nice rejection quickly. Big rejection. Big rejection. This is the impulse to origin level here. Yeah, that would have been a good take profit area, to be honest. Still 10 pips in the game. Making lower highs. Creating a slow bearish structure here. Just close half. Coming up to the end of the minute, I'm going to close all, and then I'm going to look to get back in. That's my decision here. I got 14 pips off that, and then off one position, and then I'll be able to actually get this as a double lot. Here's our big pullback. I'm gonna open here, market pending, bam, switch it up, sell. So we got 2 market pendings there. Okay, I was close. Let's see this top wick does. Are we able to get up to our entry position here? Somewhere around here, it's reaching. Let's go. Let's go. So close, getting tagged in right now. Come on. weakness. It's tapped into the 50. Come on, one more leg. That's the top leg done. I should have adjusted these. Yeah, that's unfortunate. Oof. It's close, man. Close to getting tagged in. Well, let's see. We flip now on the 1 hour. Let's see if it makes another run up there. Good. Looking like it. Yeah, fair value gap. My entrance is on a 15-minute fair value gap. And the 5 minutes, pretty decent. But I prefer the 15 because underneath, we're in. Let's see. Let's see how well things go. We've got 2 positions open now, and this thing's showing some woof. Okay, cool. In terms of protection, we've got the first layer of protection is this on the bottom of the EMA ribbon. Second layer needs to be this this high here. So what we'll do is we're going to move our stops above there, so it's just a little bit bigger than what we used to, but it's okay. It could totally come up here and take out sellers. Are we gonna? We've got this double top and consolidation up here. It could take this all out. See how much it's got. Okay, we're now confidently hitting this 50 EM, 55 minutes, and the 15. So yeah, I mean, this is another value buy here. Value sell, sorry. Nice reaction. We want to see a structure shift here, so we've still got quite a bit of ways to see that structure shift on the 10-second. Let's look at candle formations on the 15. Nice tall upwick. We've basically, taken up cleared that fair value gap on the 15. The 5 has still got a little bit of, we've gone up to the 50 on the 5. So we've, this move has been pretty efficient. Do we want to see much higher movement? Not really. What reasons would there be unless it was actually looking to grab the liquidity at the top? We've got to think about that. And if we are, we're not protected for that that size of a move. So, I mean, look, it's going for it. Could be overexposed here. Early sellers could be just getting taken out. So, let's see if we basically have a pullback in this move. Got taken out with a big ass wick. Let's see what happens here. So that negates the profit I made from the last trade. Not a problem. One win, one loss. let's see. I mean, yeah, there's liquidity chilling up here. Let's see if we're able to grab it, because that would be a really juicy trade. Yeah, we wicked deep into the 50, so that might have been what that wick was about. This gives us a nice entrance here with the protection. Yeah. Might be going all the way up. Let's just be patient. So right now I'm in because I've got protection from the stop, and I think it was a reach into the 15 minute 200 EMA. I mean, sellers could have been getting seriously induced. I was induced. No liquidity taken out, just a rejection of this level. So that's created some bullish liquidity, this impulse, giving us more reason to come down. Let's look at what we need confirmation wise. Yeah, we break below. This is another entrance here. This move's struggling to continue on its momentum. And look, this 5 minutes is going to look weak. So what confirmation would we need for our next position? We've got 2 positions involved. We see a break of this. If you get this change of character here on this steep move, we just know that this was inducement for longs, and then also reaching for liquidity on Dixie. And look at that, already looking to break structure to the downside. We need to see the break of this low. Looks like it's happening. We just close that 5 minute with a big wick. We're looking to make, are we going to make a top wick? Selling pressure's in. We might be making a bottom wick on a bullish move, or we just sellers are just involved. 15 minutes, got 4 minutes on this 15-minute candle. I mean, bears are taking control right now. Yeah, I mean, it just shows that my stop with its protection above that area here, exactly what just got rinsed. That stop needed to be up there. Okay, the change of character has not quite happened just yet. Bull stepping in. 15 minutes, we still got 3 minutes before the 15-minute close. 5 minutes. Made a top wick now. This looks like forced consolidation, accumulation. Just as things were looking to break significant lows to go down and retest the lows, you got a forced move, forcing some consolidation higher, which seems to have happened. We have forced higher, tight consolidation, broke below, forced higher. So one minute to the 5-minute close. 2 minutes to the 15. Let's see some weakness here. As this minute closes, I want to see, yeah, this is exactly what we need to see. Let's TP1. Started layering in here. Again, I mean, I'm really expecting these lows to be taken out. It's a 4 to 1. Wow, this fair value gap got value. We break below the 50 EMA, we then can move our stop above this high, remove all 4 EMA, all 3 positions. Oh, just patience. Last minute on the 5. This is what we want to see. Oh, that 15-minute closed. Weak, top wick, big one. Weak pullback, continuation, strong bounce. So what we want to see, and really I want to see this thing run itself all the way down to these lows. Take some profit off the table here, maybe 1 or 2 positions, 1 position. But yeah, I reckon we'll be able to get a 4-1 here. Let's just see. No expectation. It's getting hot here. Totally looks like manipulation of failed strength. My intuitions is a little bit off the radar right now for sure. For some prevention. Yeah, I definitely want to review that position because I took profit. And then I lost, and did that happen at the end of the was the whole thing. It was like this hour is going to close, and then what we keep seeing here in terms of this hour close, boom, we had a huge move up on the hour, manipulation there. We had this the top wick on the first hour here, boom, tight wick on the end of the hour there. Exhaustion squeeze for the sellers on the end of the hour there. Run for the sellers there. Okay, we're getting a bit of bullish push right now. So this position is looking pretty weak. We need to exit this position. Had a change of character here, continued on the bullish side. But in all fairness, we just broke through the 50 EMA, bounced off it nicely, and are now trading above this EMA ribbon. It's looking pretty bullish right now. Whoa. Very bullish indeed. Where have the fucking bulls come from? I mean, one could say we confidently overextended here, so pullbacks in order. manipulate and consolidate around this region. I mean, there's a chance we can go up now to grab this liquidity. So again, we're building buy side liquidity with the double bottom there now, and sell side liquidity. So there's no move necessarily. I mean, this is definitely the tone of this session here. Yeah, we're coming to grab this liquidity. One must ask, if we've manipulated up to this high and have not grabbed the liquidity, what are the odds, dude? We're probably gonna make a move for this. I mean, this was like 2-3 hours, and then we had a double top above here. So, in all fairness, there's quite a bit of sell side considering. And if we've made a huge intervention here, we're not gonna just go and capitalize on that move up. I'm gonna close half. Okay, close those positions because we're not making any big moves right now, and there's a likelihood that we could be coming up to take up that top side liquidity, and I don't want to be overexposed. So yeah, that move there really trapped us, man. We totally could have had our stop at break even. Once we broke below, we had our stop at break even up here. So again, a video to review. We managed to get out of it pretty, not so bad. We just half our risk appetite was taken off the table. We had 1 win, 2 losses, 1 break even. 1 win does account to 2 losses, so we're kind of chilling. Yeah, no profit to be made this morning. Yeah, I think some of the reflections, 10 pips in Asia is really not that bad. You can take that off the table. So anyway, let's close the terminal, get some food, and I will revisit for London.